encouragement. This story helped me as a PIMO. Lassie, I got an email from Lassie Strumpvist, a former elder pioneer. Now, Lassie was PIMO for 14 years. He was in the organization, going to meetings, playing the role, but he knew it wasn't the truth and he didn't know how to get out. So we've talked about Lassie's story on this channel, and so he sent me keeps sending me, thank you very much, Lassie, other stories that helped him wake up and helped him to cope with being PIMO, being in the organization for 14 years. So this is an excellent story if you're PIMO, if you're in the organization, you have family, you have friends, maybe you go to the memorial, you pretend to have some kind of an interest just so you don't lose your association. This would be an excellent story for you to listen to. It's about a 5-minute story, so here we go. It's you can find it on Reddit. It was posted there 5 hours ago. And it's about encouragement, why it's so important. So Lassie wanted to share this with us. He says it helped him move forward in life. Thought-provoking story. He found it on the internet many years ago. So here's the story. 2 seriously ill men were in the same room in a hospital. One of the men was helped to sit up for an hour every afternoon to drain fluid from one of his lungs. His bed was next to the only window in the room. And the other man in the room had to spend all his time lying on his back in bed. The men talked together for hours every day. They talked about their wives and families, about where they lived and the jobs they had. And they talked about their military service in their youth and where they had gone on vacation during their lives. And every afternoon, when the man by the window sat up, he would describe what he saw outside the window to his roommate. These descriptions meant an incredible amount to the man who was bedridden. They expanded and enriched his world, and he looked forward to them every single day. So the man by the window described a park with a lovely pond, ducks and swans swimming, and children playing by the water with model boats, young couples in love walking hand in hand among flowers in all the beautiful colors of the world. And behind the park he described a beautiful city in the distance. And every afternoon, as the man at the window told these incredible descriptions of the outside, the bedridden man closed his eyes to imagine the park. One hot afternoon, the man at the window described a parade passing by outside. The bedridden man could not hear the music, but he could imagine the parade outside in the park by closing his eyes. Days and weeks passed. One morning, the nurse came into the room to help with the morning care, and she found the man at the window lifeless. He had fallen asleep peacefully during the night. She called for help to take care of the body. As soon as it seemed appropriate, the bedridden man asked if he could move to the spot by the window, and the nurse replied, "Of course," and helped move the bed, and then she left the room. Calmly, but with great pain, the man pushed himself up against the window. He looked forward to seeing the world outside, and when he finally reached the window ledge, he was very surprised. Outside, he could only see a tired brick wall. The man called the nurse and asked why his deceased roommate had described wonderful things outside the window. And the nurse was surprised and replied that the man who had been lying by the window was blind. He could not see at all. Then she said, "Maybe he just wanted to encourage you." When we have woken up from Jehovah's Witnesses and the indoctrination, it's easy to become burdened with anxiety and depression and to begin to isolate ourselves. And it's certainly not easy to get a new network with the same people. You know, like we have a Discord channel that you can come on to, and there's all kinds of networks out there. But it's difficult, very difficult. And think of this blind man who, until his death, he managed to keep his courage up, and his medicine was to encourage others. That's what his medicine was. That's what made him feel good every day. He could encourage his roommate. So a very good medicine for moving forward in life, despite the fact that we ourselves are in a difficult situation, it is to think that there's a lot of joy in making others happy, despite our own situation. A shared sorrow is half a sorrow, but a shared happiness is double the happiness. Well, thanks again to Lassie Strumpvist for sending us that. And if you have a story, I'd love to hear it. Email us your story at mail@exjw.tv, and I may read it. Well, thank you very much, and until next time, keep living your day with love. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.